This is the last part of our 4-part content from scratch system. And this is fairly easy because all we're doing is we're using this automation to grab the content from our calendar and basically auto post it on specific dates. So how do we do that? First, our social media calendar is set up to run when we actually have a date here. So what the automation does is it is searching records at a specific time. I have it to search records at 8 o'clock in the morning. So it goes in. We've got our social media calendar base. Our table is social media calendar. And we are basically watching all these fields. And then we do have this nifty little formula that we're using to determine if it's time to post on social media. And again, if you're in my school community, this is all mapped out for you. But basically, I went to Claude because I tried a few times and it just wasn't working for me. And I said, I have this automation and I want to check in my Airtable calendar. I want to check the date. And if it's the right date, I want to auto post on social media with my make automation. What formula can I use for the date? And it got it on the second go. It checks if the date in the calendar here is today's date. That is all this formula does. And if it's today's date, it will continue. If it's not, it will continue to wait and then it will check it again tomorrow. And if the correct date is tomorrow, then it will continue. Again, it is entirely up to you what limit you want to put on how many records can be executed at each time. And then you're going to save it. So then we have our router and all these social media platforms. Now you may see that I have, like for Instagram, I have 2. And that's because one is processing images and another one is processing reels. So we've got, let's have a look. We've got Facebook image. We've got X quotes. We have a LinkedIn image, but we have to get that image with an HTTP module. And then we have the same with the video. We actually have to get it with an HTTP module and a Facebook video that we can grab directly from our Airtable. So another thing you will notice is that I have filters for each pathway. And I'm going to open the filter. I'm going to show you why. So if I click on the condition, I want to look at the channel and I want this channel to be equal to exactly what is showing in here. So for example, if it's looking at Instagram, it will not pass it through this pathway. It will go to where Instagram is and it will look at whether or not this is the right path to go through. And they're all the same. So every single filter has the condition of channel and the specific channel we want to pass through this pathway. And the only thing that is different are these 2 HTTP modules, which are basically grabbing the image URL in here, because for some reason we cannot pass either images or videos directly to LinkedIn. We have to use this HTTP module. And once we do that, I'm going to open the LinkedIn image. You will see that my image file is mapped out. And then we can just map out the copy and the hashtags here. It's exactly the same when we're looking at the video file. Again, we're just grabbing the video URL, and then we are passing it on exactly the same way to LinkedIn to be posted. So there's not much with this automation, except that you have to set up the filters, you have to set up your social media platforms, and then all these last Airtable modules, what they do is they make sure that everything that has been published has a status published. So what we do right here is we're just grabbing the record ID and we're going down to where the status is, and we're changing the status to published. And that's it. This is the last part of the 4-part content from scratch system. And this content system is super powerful, especially when it starts pumping out content at scale. It will not only save you, or if you're selling it, your clients 40 plus hours a week, but it will also save money. It will build visibility, it will build credibility, and all that will be on almost autopilot. So as I said before, every single one of those templates for Airtable, all the automations, all the formulas, everything is in my school community. The link is under this video. I'd love to see you there. But if not, you can actually follow and create your own content from scratch system.